Okay, let's talk about January because we have only one day left in this month. And I know you guys have not seen me lately out here in these YouTube streets. But trust me when I tell you, in this month of January, I didn't play no games with my fragrances. I still was smelling good in all of the things. It didn't matter whether I was held up in my house from all this inclement weather we've been having, or I was able to freely move about out here in the wilderness, okay? Your girl was smelling good. And I want to share those fragrances that I wore in the month of January with you. So if you like creamy, sweet, cozy, addictive, vanilla heavy, compliment getting fragrances, then this is the video for you. So stay tuned and just keep watching.
Time to pull a drop top out. Summer nights, it's a vibe, yeah. We've been keeping it in the house. Netflix and chillin', I GDMing, yeah. Didn't wanna share my love till I found someone I'm sure of.
Hi my Luxe babes, welcome back. And if you're new here, welcome. I'm Tiffany with Tiffany & Co. Luxe Lifestyle. Here we talk about all things fashion, fragrance, beauty, and lifestyle. And in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down some of the fragrances that I wore during the month of January. Oh my God, where do I start? This is January 30th. I'm not sure when you'll be seeing this video, preferably before February comes in, because I'm trying to get this done. I know I have not been doing any videos for the month of July. I'm talking about July. I haven't done any videos for the month of January, just due to taking a break, taking a rest. But that's neither here nor there. It's just a side note because we are back and we are here today. And since I didn't do my January fragrance tray, I'm just going to share with you what I wore the month of January. Okay, I'm going to talk about some of the fragrances that I was complimented on. I'm going to talk about maybe one or two layering combos that I learned about and I tried, and chef's kiss. Okay, now if that sounds like something that you would be interested in, then come on in. Come on in and say hello. Drop your scent of the day down in the comments section. I'd love to know what you guys are wearing these days. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and tap that notification bell so YouTube will notify you of any new videos I upload. Now, let's get into the lip service. Okay, so the lip pencil that I'm wearing is actually from the Sephora collection, and this is in the shade Molasses. Let's see if we can get that to focus. Okay, and the lipstick that I'm wearing is actually from Huda Beauty, and it is in the shade Angel, and it looks like that. And this is from the Power Bullet Cream Glow collection. And then the lip gloss that I used, I topped that off with Orgasm, and this is from NARS, and it looks like that. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's jump right into today's video. Okay guys, so like I was saying, I'm here to show you some of the fragrances that I've worn this month of January. Normally I do a January fragrance tray at the beginning of the month, but of course you all know y'all ain't seen me do a January fragrance tray. So since we only have one day left, I just felt like there was no need for me to just do the January fragrance tray. I'll be doing a February fragrance trade coming up in my next couple of videos. So we just gonna go on with the fragrances that I've worn for this month of January. Okay, so if something back here looks different, it's because it is. I've changed my perfume background. I did have it on a bronze colored like Ettergé. Like a couple of my grandkids came in and, you know, kind of bumped it a couple of times, and all my perfume came crashing down. But, you know, the life-changing event was when I barely bumped it and all my perfumes came crashing down. I was like, oh no. Now the other people, when they did it, you know, they got a good tongue lashing from me. And when they said, but I barely did something, now I understand what they mean, because I barely touched this thing. And I mean, London Bridge came falling down. So I have a cabinet, a glass cabinet. This one has doors. I did have to condense some things down. This is all of the fragrances, but like my little whatnots and, you know, my other little trays that I had in here, my little stands, they wouldn't fit. So I'm still not happy with this. I'm going to get a much bigger one and then we'll go from there. But for now, this is fine. There's no dust getting on here because it is cased in this glass, and you know, so that's what I have for now. But so let's jump right into this trade. Let's jump right into these fragrances that I've been loving and that I've been wearing the month of December. So here's my fragrance tray over here. I'm just going to be pulling out some of these. This one right here. This is Angel Share, and this is Paradis. This one is sure to get you compliments. This one has, I think, cognac in it, or maybe some rum. It has some type of alcohol, cinnamon, apples. It's boozy. It's very pleasing to the nose. You will get compliments on it. I wore this one earlier this week, and this is just one of the fragrances that I wore. This is a good one right here. Okay, and this is Fenty Parfum. I also have the Fenty body cream. This is always a hit. I get tons and tons of compliments when I wear this one. I have a backup cream and a backup bottle of this one as well. This one has notes of tangerine, blueberry. She lasts all day long. She projects. She has amazing sillage. This is definitely a compliment getter. I prefer wearing her mostly in the fall, but she definitely can do what she needs to do in this winter weather. Okay, third up, Prada, and this is Paradoxe Intense. This one is, to me, this is an all year round fragrance, and it's vanilla, has some amber in it, white floral. She's sweet. She has great longevity. She has great projection. This one right here is always a mood lifter to me. It smells so, I don't even know how to describe it, but it's like a very sweet, happy, electric like smell. Smells really good. And that is Prada Paradoxe, the intense version. It's always a hit. You're gonna always get compliments. Fourth up, and this is from Jackie Aina, Forever Mood, and this is She Was Here. Now this one, I've had this one for several months now. So she sat in my collection, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 months now. She's macerated, she's gotten stronger. This one has, I believe it has some rum in it. It has pistachio, vanilla. This is such a gorgeous, elevated fragrance. I mean, she is fancy, darling. And this one, from the whole line of Forever Mood, I've tried some of her fragrances. I did have I Am She or I Am Her. I ended up giving that one away to my oldest daughter. But this one right here, it is so refined. This is my favorite fragrance from her entire line. And so this one, it projects now. It lasts, I don't know, maybe 6 hours on my skin. And I just love Forever Mood. She performed in this cold weather. I don't remember. I think I wore her when I went out, but she's just beautiful. She's gorgeous. And that is Jackie Ina's Forever Mood. She Was Here. Okay, so let me tell you, with this one, I was watching some other creators. I think it was a IG, maybe it was a little short reel, but she told me that she layered these two fragrances together and she got her whole life. So I said, okay, I have those fragrances in my collection. Kayali's Yum Boujee Marshmallow. We're talking strawberries, I think whipped cream, marshmallow. Well, heck, here's the notes, some of the notes on the back. Freesia, creamy coconut, whipped vanilla, and what does that say? Pink musk. But anyway, guys, layer that with Kilian's Love Don't Be Shy. This one has marshmallow, orange blossom. I don't know if it has whipped cream. Maybe it has whipped cream. It has vanilla, like I said, marshmallow, orange blossom. I went in with this one first and then this one on top, and then maybe I sprayed this one again. But guys, when I tell you, these two right here gets you compliments like nobody's business. I went to 3, 4, 5, several places the day that I wore this one, and I tell you, the compliments were rolling in non-stop. Non-stop. This is one of the best layering combos I have come across. With my fragrances, I may layer the perfume with the body lotion, the body oil, but it's all the same fragrance. That's the way I like to layer. I normally don't layer fragrances, two different fragrances together, but when I tell you, if you have these two, layer them together, and I promise you, you're going to get your whole life. But if you don't have Love Don't Be Shy, another one, I have not tried this combo yet, but you know, I'm sure this one will work just as good, if not better. And that is Orian by Perfumes de Marly. Now this one is whipped cream, marshmallow, and raspberry. Can you just imagine these two together? And oh my God, think about Valentine's Day. If you're going out on a daytime date or a brunch with the girlies, these two together, OMG. I can't wait to layer these. If it's gonna do anything like that Love Don't Be Shy with this, ain't nobody gonna be able to tell me nothing when I layer the two of these together. So guys, if you have these two, try layering these two together, and they look so cute together too. Okay, and this is a fragrance that garners a lot of compliments as well. I actually wore this one yesterday, and that is by Giardini di Toscano, and that is the infamous Bianco Latte. I also have the Bianco Latte Let me get it for you. Now, like I said, when I layer, I like to layer like the lotion. So this is the Bianco Latte lotion. And I hope, let me turn this light down a little bit because it seems like it's doing a little bit too much. Maybe this is better. Okay, so yeah. I don't know if I made that better or worse, but yeah. I layered the two of these together. Now, my 13-year-old grandson got sick at school yesterday and they called me to come and pick him up. So I go in and I'm checking him out. There's another lady who walked in before I did. But as I'm checking him out, the secretary comes from out of her room behind the glass and she stepped out into the, you know, the corridor or a hallway, you know, the seating area where I was sitting. And she said, "Who is that smelling so good?" And I looked up, I said, "Is it vanilla you're smelling?" She said, "Yes, I love vanilla." I said, "Oh, that would be me." And she's like, "Oh my gosh, what is that you're wearing?" I was like, "You can smell me?" I had sprayed this, I put this on maybe 4 hours earlier. I mean, maybe, yeah, 4 hours earlier before I even went to that school. And it was projecting. I mean, she was behind a door and a glass. She came out from back to her office. And then the lady that was sitting out in the lobby with me, she's like, "Yes, I smell it too." And she said, "What is the name of that?" So I was saying Bianco Latte. She's like, "Okay, I'm going to have to remember that." She said, "What is it again?" I said, Bianco Latte. I said, "I'll write it down for you and let my grandson give it back to you." So when we went to the car, I wanted to make sure that I had the correct spelling for her and write it down on a piece of paper. I forgot. I could have done that before I left out of the office, but I thought about it once I got to the car. And he took it back in there to her and she said, "Thank you." So this right here, if you haven't gotten your nose on this, this is a compliment getter as well. You don't need the lotion, but because this is going to perform and do what it needs to do. This one is vanilla, caramel. This is a heavy hitter. This is a heavy hitter, and it performs outstanding performance in the winter time. This is like straight dessert in a bottle. Straight dessert. Okay, there's another one that I wore, and this is actually the travel spray, and this is Commodity Milk. And this is the bold. Now, I've had this one, I want to say, I know I purchased it maybe last year, so I've probably had it for a year. Now, I did hear a content creator talking about this one and how her mom loved it. I can't remember which one it was, so I went to Sephora and I got the travel spray. I sprayed it and it's really, really bold. I mean, really, really bold. It's out there when you first spray it. So I had to just let this one sit and let it calm down. It took me maybe 6, 7, 8 months to come back to this one. So while I was in the house during this inclement weather, something just told me, "Girl, just spray this on your clothes." I mean, if it's too much or too heavy, just spray on the back. Because I know I just sprayed it, you know, back here on my back, maybe on my arms. I did not spray it up in here because this is a bold, strong fragrance. But guys, when I tell you this thing has mellowed out, and I'm not saying mellow like mellow and soft because ain't nothing about it soft, but it's mellowed. It has mellowed out since from when I first sprayed it, because it was very loud and very strong and I had to put it back up. But this is a beautiful fragrance. If you have not gotten your nose on that, they sell this in Sephora. And what I would suggest doing to keep it from being too cloying or too overwhelming. Like, what is wrong with this eyelash? It was to keep it from being too overwhelming like it was for me when I first got it. I've learned where to strategically spray this one. Now this has notes of milk, I think amber, it's woody, it's creamy. This is a great fragrance. It's gonna push through in the winter. I mean, I wouldn't wear this any other time but the winter. Maybe that's what the issue was. I'm not sure when I exactly purchased this one, but I don't think it was in winter when I first tried to wear this. If you try to wear this any other time besides cold weather, it just might not work for you. It just may be too much, too overpowering, too cloying. But Commodity Milk Bold, beautiful fragrance. Okay. Same thing with this next one here coming up. And this is from Matière Premier. And y'all know I just got this one not too long ago. And this is the Vanilla Extrait. I mean, Vanilla Powder Extrait. Now this one, same thing. It's very loud and it's aggressive when I first sprayed it, but I let this thing sit. It's been sitting for at least maybe 3 months now, and this one has also calmed down. This I just love. I will take the cap off when I walk by this sometimes, and I just pick it up and I just smell it from the cap. This is another heavy hitter for the winter. Gourmand vanilla. It's a dry vanilla. It's woody. I don't remember all of the notes. There's Palo Santo in here. This is another heavy hitter, another banger for the winter weather. In this one, I have to strategically spray this one as well. Although I can tolerate it more now. It wasn't as cold when I first got it, but this is a good cold weather scent. So, you know, just spray, you know, here, spray in the backs, you know, spray your legs and all that good stuff. And, you know, this is a compliment getter too. She lasts all day long. She's going to still be in your clothes even once you wash your clothes. She projects as well, and I really enjoyed wearing her this month of January, and I'll probably wear her some more in February too. Okay, and that's Vanilla Powder Extrait. Another fragrance that I wore, and I wore this one in the house. I have the oil that I ordered from, the Inspired by oil that I ordered from Orian Fragrances, and this is from Kai's Perfumes, and this is Delizia de Marshmallow. A great, I mean, a yummy marshmallow scent. I mixed it, I layered it with that oil, and I got my whole life on. It's so cozy, it's comforting, it's warm. I think it's just vanilla and sugar are the notes in this one. There may be a third note, but definitely it's vanilla and sugar. With that being said, the next day with this, I ordered some new oils from Brown Sugar Babe, and one of those oils was Sweet Honey Bumpkin. I ordered a 2 ounce. Now, Keitra, Fab Finds by Keitra, she raves and raves about this one all the time. She layers it with some, I forgot what she layers it with, but I was thinking about getting the fragrance that this is inspired by. So Sweet Honey Bumpkin is inspired by Cirque du Soleil. Okay, I was thinking about getting that fragrance because this smells so good, but I keep going back and forth about that fragrance because of the reviews. I can't remember what's deterring me from getting a full bottle. Just maybe when I get some extra money, I'll just go ahead and bite the bullet and get a full bottle of it. I can't remember if it has mixed reviews about the staying powder. not powder, staying power, the longevity of it. I just don't like to spend over $200 for fragrances that only gonna last a couple of hours on my skin. You know, I don't. I'm just done with doing that. But anyway, girl, I put this on because I didn't know what else to wear this with. And by the way, these brown sugar babe, these oils on me and my skin, to me, they're not the most moisturizing on my skin because I'm still ashy. So I consider using this. I'm gonna put a lotion on, a non-scented lotion on, but I put this on more for the fragrance of it all, not for the moisturization of it all, because it doesn't really moisturize my skin the way my skin needs to be moisturized. But anyway, girl, I put this on and I layered it with Delizia de Marshmallow, and I got my whole life. I was in the house that day. I felt like I needed to be out and about, out in the wilderness with this on. If you, oh God, oh my God, I can smell this through the bottle. If you have Delizia de Marshmallow and if you have Brown Sugar Babes Honey Buckin, layer the two of these together, and I'm telling you, I believe this is be a compliment magnet. I did not wear this out, but I'm just telling you from my experience of what I smelled and what I'm smelling now coming off of the two of these. Oh my gosh, these, I think this, if you have a significant other, they're gonna be all over you if you layer the two of these together. Now, I'm not sure what the notes are in this Sweet Honey Buckin, but hold on. I think it's honey and sugar. I know the fragrance that is inspired by Cirque du Soleil has like red apple in it, maybe bergamot. I can't remember all the notes. Cotton candy or something like that. Can't, child. It's good. It's good. All right. Okay. Another oil that I just decided to put on when I was in the house on one of those days when it was icy outside, and I hadn't worn this in a long time, but I knew I wasn't going to put on a perfume, so I just went in and I pulled out my Kama Sutra from Skin Potion. If you see this bottle, I have not used a lot of this, and I have had this for probably 2 years now. I'm not sure when I got this, but it used to be so strong. I mean, so strong. I don't know, sometimes things need to sit and you come back to it. But anyway, I just, you know, I took my shower, got out of my shower. I believe it was one of those days I went to the gym and I wasn't gonna go back out of the house. I put this on just from, you know, from up here to my feet, you know, from my neck down to my feet, just all over. And this is, I don't know if they said it on the site, but this is inspired by Delina or Delina Exclusive. I believe it really smells more like the Exclusive the longer that I've had it. And this thing right here, oh my gosh, this lasts all day long on my skin, all day long until I washed it off. This projects, and I want to say this is, they have the body butter as well. I thought I had the body butter, but I didn't. I guess I didn't order it. But this right here, this oil or the body butter, or you can use the two of those combined. You wear this, I smelled like Delina Exclusive all day long, and all I did was put this oil on. All I did was put this oil on, and I kept getting whiffs and wafts of myself all day long. This is quality. This is quality. And I promise you, if you were to get your nose on this, or if you was to purchase this, someone is going to ask you, are you wearing Delina or Delina exclusive? They're going to ask you that, okay? They're going to ask you if you're wearing one of those Parfum de Marly Delinas. This stuff right here, this is good. And these actually moisturize my skin. That's the beauty of this. This has like little rose petals in it too. I don't know if you can see, but my goodness, this is a winner, okay? Those are some of the fragrances that I have been enjoying for this month of January. And clearly, I have been living my best life for the month of January. Even though I have not been on here sharing it with you guys, I've still been living my best fragrance life. Now I need to know from you guys, out of that list of fragrances, which one are your favorites? Do you have any of these fragrances that I mentioned today in your collection? If so, what do you think about these fragrances? Are you going to try some of these layering combos that I have? If you have some of the fragrances that I mentioned, just get them together, especially that Love Don't Be Shy and that Young Boujee, or that Young Boujee and Oriana. If you have those, layer those together. Let me know what you guys think, okay? And please feel free to share with me some of your favorite layering combos. I'm always looking for a new smell good experience, a new obsession, okay? Okay guys, that is going to conclude my video of my fragrances for the month of January, with some body oils, some layering combos. If you guys found any value in my content, please make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and tap that notification bell so YouTube will notify you of any new videos I upload. I would like to thank each and every one of you for taking time out of your busy schedules to come sit down here and chit chat with me. And until next time, stay luxe, stay fabulous, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Smooches!